Brown is proposing legislation to protect Oregon's air and water after she says the federal government has made attacks on environmental protections.
Elise Haas met with Governor Brown today. She joins us now to explain how these new standards would safeguard Oregon's environment. Elise?
Well, Ken and Jenny, the legislation would ensure that the standards of the Clean Air Act and the Clean Water Act would stay in effect in Oregon, even if the federal government rolls back its protections.
Unfortunately, the Trump administration has relentlessly attacked environmental safeguards that keep our communities healthy and vibrant.
Governor Kate Brown is introducing new legislation to protect Oregon's air and water from federal backsliding. If passed in 2019, the Oregon Environmental Protection Act would adopt the standards of the Federal Clean Air Act and the Clean Water Act into state law, making them enforceable under state law even if the federal government rolls them back.
Should something happen, we have these protections in Oregon law, and we can continue to move forward.
She's calling on other elected officials across the country to do the same, as the federal government is currently eliminating or rolling back dozens of environmental regulations. But Brown admits that the Clean Air Act and the Clean Water Act were passed so long ago that it won't necessarily change things substantially. But she says the proposed legislation provides Oregon with an insurance policy.
So I liken it right now that we are driving without insurance, and with the Trump administration we're driving without insurance in an ice storm, and Oregonians need to have this protection.
She says standards that have been rolled back or are soon to be and would be protected under the Oregon Environmental Protection Act include mercury and air toxic standard, ozone air quality standards, clean car rules, the clean water rule, and landfill standards. She says this is all in an effort to preserve the beauty and bounty of Oregon. And I reached out to Governor Brown's Republican challenger, Newt Buehler, about this issue, and he said he'd also defend Oregon's clean air and water against the Trump administration's rollbacks. In a statement, he said, quote, "I have shown this repeatedly by breaking with my party on this important issue. I opposed the president's decision to remove the U.S. from the Paris Climate Agreement and broke with my party to replace coal energy in Oregon with cleaner renewables like wind and solar." So both candidates stand by their beliefs for strong environmental protection. Ken and Jenny.
All right. Thank you, Elise. Well, the candidates for governor